Howdy, of you delicious people. I am here today to play more Guess the Movie Quiz. So we're here today to ultimately just figure this all out. Ultimately, we are going into a new board because ultimately the one that we did before were ultimately just to the point of me going, I don't know. So let's go into here and maybe think of us probably figuring out what this is. Well, this looks to be like a scale show, or seems to be like a weight loss thing. It's not the biggest loser or something like that, which is a horrible title. But anyways, uh, ultimately this is from. Oh my god. Assassin's Creed. Did I spell that right? Yeah. Ultimately, I played some of the video games, and then I think Michael Fassbender was ultimately in this movie. I didn't really enjoy the movie. The movie was just kind of like, it was very goofy looking. It was interesting, but not quite interesting enough, to be brutally honest. Um, is this just going to be simply enough? Gandhi's? Oh no, wait. Is there you? Is there an H? Okay, helps if I know how to spell what this is. Um, yeah, it has to be Gandhi, but I just don't spell. Uh, oh yeah, there is. Oh yeah, so there we go. I'm like, yeah, it has to be Gandhi, but I'm trying to figure out how to spell the name. Okay, is it Cujo? No, it's not Cujo. It's not Dog Stoppers. Could it be ultimately a Stephen King movie? Uh, well, it's probably gonna be American something. American Sniper. Yeah, I think I've seen these movies where it's like a very generic movie where you have like shooters and American snipers and all this other goofy garbage that ultimately comes down to like you get like God, what was the one? Whereas like Viewpoint or something like that, where you have like one movie where it's like the story from like seven different people, and one of them like Forrest Whitaker, and one of them was like Sigourney Weaver, and ultimately they all have their own story of what they saw from some viewpoint or something like that. Um, what is this? Ultimately, I think I've ultimately seen bits and pieces of this, but I've never fully fledgedly watched the movie. But where's the H? Where's the H? Am I not seeing it? I swear to God, there should be H here. Oh. Oh no. Maybe this is ooh. I think this one is a black and white movie that ultimately I haven't seen in a fairly long time. But again, No, there's still no H. There's still no H. Oh my god. What is this? What is this film? Nobody knows. Nobody knows what this film is. No one knows. Everyone knows. Oh, it starts with a C. Oh my god. Because I was either thinking it was like "Thank you for smoking" or it was "Good night and good luck," but that's not it either. Well, let's move on to this one. Uh, oh, this one has something to do with apples, which I think I have seen this show. Like I've seen an episode. I ultimately was like, "What's the huff about?" Um, because ultimately, when it comes down to it, you just kind of get bored and you end up just watching anything. Um, uh, let's spell this correctly. There we go. Desperate Housewives. I think Terry Hatcher. I remember her from Lois and Clark, The Adventures of Superman. Um, yeah, Eva Longoria was on the show, and I think that kind of helped her career immensely because I think she was having like an affair with one of the guys that ultimately was in some John Tucker Must Die or something movie. Because heaven forbid I know every effing film of the world. Um, oops. Uh, it's probably CK. Maybe? Oh, nice. Julia Roberts. I only remember this movie. There's a line that's delivered where I thought was funny, where ultimately you have Julia Roberts' superior ultimately mentioning like, "Well, hey, how are you gonna get those? How are you gonna get those files?" And ultimately Julia Roberts says like, "Well, it's called boobs, Ed." And then ultimately he's like, "Oh, I guess." Oh, I have no idea what this is. It doesn't look like it. It looks like it's a Native American piece, but I could be wrong about that. It's something, or either that, or it's a space adventure. I don't know what that is. Let's see what this is. I have a feeling this is some kind of like a medieval times movie or something, but I could be wrong. So I have no clue. Moving on. A bucket with a note on it. One, two, three, four. Oh, I get it. I get it. This had, um, of course, Jack Nicholson and Morgan Freeman in it. Seeing the movie, it's a really just a heartwarming movie, but it's also just fairly sad. The bucket list. Actually, I just recently seen this movie, um, and I always really thoroughly enjoy it. Hence why I watched it. Like, if I really hated a movie, wouldn't that be weird? Oh, uh, oh no, wait, it's not grand. It's ground. Helps you spell the word right, wouldn't you think? Groundhog Day. There we go. 1993. It's directed by Harold Ramis. I know because I know all that stuff about any of the guys that ultimately were Ghostbusters people. Ultimately, Harold Ramis plays the doctor that ultimately mentions like, yeah, no spots, no plots, no whatever, and ultimately just pushes him off to see a psychiatrist. Uh, and Andy is ultimately the love interest, and I think Chris Elliott is the cameraman. Ultimately, I've seen him in Cabin Boy, or no, maybe God, what was it? I'm trying to figure. And also, he's on something about Mary. But anyways, I don't know what the scales thing still is, or maybe it's a temperature. That might be a temperature, but out in the wild, I don't know. Let's see what this one is. Oh, I want to say that this is no. I know what I think. I know what this is. I think it has James Franco in it, and he gets his arm stuck in a rock. I think that could be it, because I don't think it could be anything else. But I know there's a lot of movies where people end up getting like stuck in like mountains or whatever, and so I'm trying to figure out what the actual name is. Um, like I want to say it's like 27 something. 27, oh, 2,700 hours. No, there's no hour. There's no U. Or no, wait, there's no. Oh no, wait, maybe it's gotta be hours. Oops. Wait, there's no O. Helps if there was an O, which there probably is. It's probably this one. Um, oops. God dang it. Oh my god, come on. Okay, so there's only one number left. Ah, 127 hours. Oh my god, yeah, it had James Franco in it. I'm like, God, what is the beginning of it? I think it's hours, but I don't know the exact number. 127 hours. Good God. All right. We got that under our belt, luckily. Uh, this one is not the. All right. Never saw the movie, but I kind of just could decipher what it was. So I think the image looks familiar to me. And I know Jennifer Lawrence is in some movie called Red Sparrow, so ultimately that's all I really knew. Luckily for me, that worked out. um, what is this? Well, it's not Christmas Vacation or Vegas Vacation. I mean, or yeah, because it wouldn't be National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Or why do I keep saying Christmas? Vegas Vacation. Uh, I don't know many. I don't know a lot of casino movies. Plus, it's a wedding. Happens at casino. Because that's what I'm assuming the two rings are. I don't think it's leaving Las Vegas or whatever the one movie is where like Nicolas Cage is ultimately he's flying out of the plane with Elvis suits on because he's like an Elvis impersonator. All right. Uh, I know this is a Steve Martin movie, and it's something about. Oh yeah. I know. I remember this movie. I love this film. It's actually really great. It has Martin Short in it, which I thought was hilarious. Um, but anyways, let's try to figure out what this freaking title of this movie is. Sometime today, Junior, Junior. Oh come on. Um, Father of the Bride. Yeah. Uh, George Newbert. Yeah, whoever that is. Um, Martin Short. Kimberly Williams, I think, is the girl. Diane Keaton's the mom. Oh, George Newbert is probably the guy that plays Superman at some point. That does the voice of him um, in the animated stuff. Martin Short, yeah. So, anyways, let's ultimately go and because I don't know some of these movies. Um, could this be? There's only so many of these ones that I know. So I'm hoping it's this one. You are the last dragon. Yeah, Enter the Dragon. I ultimately had seen the Bruce Lee documentary where it talks about Bruce Lee's life. What a fascinating movie that was. I really enjoyed it. All right. But I also know that Bruce Lee was Kato from the Green Hornet. But, anyways, let's ultimately go with. Wait. I guess it's the. I thought it was only just two words. Because and if I spell it right. Okay, so it's UA. Yeah. The Bodyguard. Ultimately, we have it to where Whitney Houston sings a song that was already sung by Dolly Parton, and ultimately this song eventually gets to be used in the beginning of Far From Home, which ultimately is the most expensive song to ever be put into a movie. Interestingly enough. But yeah, I've seen this movie. I don't remember all of it, but I like remember bits and pieces about it, and I really enjoyed it. So, two movies left, and could this be a tale of only time or whatever? Uh, oh, helps if you have a U there, probably, right? Uh, I know that this show, I think, ended up. There's also a CW show called it now, but reasonably, we also have a live action variation of this, which I actually thought was really great. I actually really liked it. And I don't really care if if you're like, "Yeah, you liked it, huh?" Yeah, I did. Actually, I quasi started watching the CW show because Kirsten Wig, I think, was on it, and I really enjoyed her from Smallville. So, okay, this is a movie that ultimately I had seen. Hair spray. Yeah, I think I saw bits and pieces of this movie. I didn't really care to see it. I saw the original with Ricky Lake, and ultimately, is that what this is? No, it's the newer one with John Travolta. Um, yeah, and I when I was talking about the movie that ultimately was Perfume, in one of the other videos, I ended up talking about Hairspray. Man, what a coinky dink! About talking about a certain movie that I saw. Ooh, luckily I had seen some of these. I don't know about the Earth one. I don't know about the Road one either. And I'm not quite sure what the heck that this is. What is this? Or this? What is that? What are all these things? I don't even know if I'm gonna know what I like. I don't. I'm not quite sure exactly what this is. Uh, oh, I'm wondering if this is chocolat or if it's gonna be some other. Maybe it's a Sandlot because ultimately they have s'mores in that movie. Uh, okay, so I definitely probably won't know what this is. But let's go into the first one because ultimately we might be familiar with this show. Breaking Bad. We are Breaking Bad. Ultimately, Bryan Cranston went on to win like numerous awards for this show, and then ultimately they just stopped getting awards. Sadly enough. But yeah, if anything, there's a certain character called Kato in the show, which ultimately I thoroughly enjoy. Um, that ultimately is actually Bruce Lee, the Green Hornet. Yeah. What is this? A dog movie that I do not know because there's so freaking many of them. Call the Wild? No. um, uh, I was thinking like, is it Look Who's Talking Now? Good God, this title is long. Um, oh, uh, I think I know what this is. I hope I can figure out how to spell out all the jumble of this. Uh, can we just? I don't think I'm gonna be able to spell this right. Um, case, case. Oh, thank God. Um, what happened to all the E's? Uh, where's the R? Where's the R? There's no R. It's Benjamin. Or maybe it's Ben. Is there a G? I know that there is B U T. Oops. The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. I only know this because this got an award for some reason. Um, could swear. There we go. Oh my god, and I spelled it right. Thank God. Brad Pitt, right? Yeah, Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt and Kate Blanchett. Yeah. Ultimately, they end up kind of meeting in the middle, and he is the right age for her, and whatever, and they eventually just become a couple. Uh, this movie is actually a DC Comics film that ultimately might have a John Wick or two. And also Shia LaBeouf. Is it 2005 America Cult Detective? Yeah, it's a really interesting movie. I think that it's probably a nice to it's probably a nice movie to probably see once, um, but probably not much more than that. This probably has maybe Nick Cage in it. There's either City of Angels or it's going to be Michael, which ultimately has John Travolta in it, or Angels in the Outfield, which would make sense. Nick Cage and Meg Ryan, yeah. Ultimately, Meg Ryan is a doctor, I think, in that movie. So, oh boy, the rear view window, which doesn't make any sense. I don't know about a person sticking their head out of a window, and I don't know what this is either. Um, oh no, wait, I do. Oh my god, I hated this movie. I did. I just ultimately just thought it was a very boring movie that was way too long, and it had Julia Roberts in it, and she was eating a lot in the film, and I was getting annoyed with that. Sadly enough, uh, what is this? A movie about a plane in the distance. I don't know because that's going to take forever. But if anything, we're going to talk about this forever because ultimately this is a cartoon of sorts. Uh, that ultimately is not spelled right. Oh wait. Oh, it has to be the. Good God. Why does everything have to be the? Can it just be? Can't you just enjoy it for what it is? Because there we go. The Flintstones. It's the Flint, and they try to do like live action movies with like John Goodman. Oh yeah, this isn't the cartoon. It is the live action movie because Rick Moranis plays uh, the other guy. The not God. What is the you have? Oh, Barney, I think. Is this isn't Bull Rat, is it? Can't be. Um, it's got to be the other one. Um, crap. Oh, it's Bruno. Bruno. Yeah, I'm like it's not Borat, but it's some other B word. Um, it's Baron Cohen. Yeah, I actually did watch this movie just to say I watched it, and then once I watched it, I was like, okay, now I never need to see this movie again, which is okay. Um, this is evidently a girl who is pierced because Daniel Craig was in this movie, and that's why her nose was pierced. Um, really, it was it was all kind of crazy. That whole piercing thing was like really factored hugely into the movie. Nothing else a part of this body of this girl mattered, but this one piercing that was in her nose. That's all that mattered. Um, because that was the vital plot device that ultimately went into this movie. Because it's the girl with the dragon tattoo. Yeah. Daniel Craig, and yeah, it was. I watched that movie and I just kind of thought it was a little bit boring, but there was, I guess, a little bit of interesting things into it. But it was just kind of a movie. Oh God, yeah. I'm trying. I want to say this is a Christmas movie. M. Uh, okay, so this is two words. Mortal Kombat. Ba, 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 ba. Uh, why can't I figure out what this is? Well, it's not Moonlight. I don't know. Mood altering drugs. That's what the movie's called. Well, I figured it was Moon. Good God. Uh, Moon Ride. Um, Moonrise Kingdom. Okay, maybe I haven't seen this movie. Uh, Bruce Willis, Edward Norton, Bill Murray, James McDonald. Oh wait, I think I have seen this. It's just like I didn't think it was that good. I think the guy that was in oh God, what was it? Uh Jaden Gibson. Um I think Bill Murray did some movie. Oh God, what was it? Mount Rushmore or something, or Rushmore or something like that. And ultimately, the same person that did that did this. I think maybe. Uh, Good God, I don't. Oh, I think I know what this one is because Bill Paxton was in this movie. Uh, if I could figure out where the eye is. Seriously, it's not. It's not Twister. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking it was Twister, but evidently it's not because there's no I. Uh, Weatherman? There's no E, so it's not Weatherman. Meteor Man? There's not enough E's. Gosh darn it. So what does it start with? G. G, and it's all one word. And it involves weather. It starts with a G. And I'm still confused. And it's not helping. Geos. Is this some documentary? Okay, we'll have to figure that out later. This last one ultimately is a show, luckily, I've seen recently that was on Hulu, Vikings. I'm going to pause here because there's an ad pop up. Okay, so maybe I was wrong. All right, so what is this? What is this one movie? Oops. Chocolat. Yeah. Ultimately, I only remember this movie because in I Love You Man, which is a Paul Rudd film, ultimately they talk about this movie and how they love it. And ultimately it has Johnny Depp in it. Yeah, it has Johnny Depp. Uh, Hopefully I can figure this one out because ultimately we might have to. Hopefully we can spell this right. Ex Machina. Yeah, taken off of an anime and made to be a movie. Um, and so this one is Roll Over. Uh, God, what? How do you spell? Uh, is it Bay? Oh my God, I'm not gonna know how to spell this movie again. I think it's another one of those Disney films. I know it's. I think it's Beethoven or the dog's name in the movie, but heaven forbid I actually know what this movie is called. I ultimately thought there was a G in there. Bay. Uh, Big. Huh. God, I hate these Disney movies. They have to have the most jumbled freaking name. Um, I think this one is. Oh, it's a road movie. It's a road film, and there's actually no way to put the word road in here. So, ooh, yeah, I don't know. Man, we're almost done. Holy crap. Um, I think I might have to leave these ones for the next episodes because we're gonna start running out of things to whatever soon. Because we're almost done. Wow. But I really enjoy this series. I'm just cranking them out, and ultimately, even though at this point we are not actually getting all of them 100% completed. Like at least we have gotten for the most point most of them for most of the time here, which is great. And I think a lot of them are severely confusing just because of like they're the most superest of generic images that you can come across where it's like, hey, yeah, what's a movie about a typewriter? How am I supposed to know? Like, and plus they kind of course, they jumble around like foreign films and stuff like that where I'm like, I don't know foreign films. Like, I know foreign films up to a certain extent, and then I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Um, so recently, I think we're gonna call that a episode. I'm gonna get out of here. Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody.